Я понимаю, что ты крутой, но не настолько же.
Hell, I can't fault Frank for wanting his revenge, as I was there for the same damn reason myself. At this point, I'm guessing you think Silas Greaves is a worse murderer than Jim Reed ever was.
No, sir.
A man who spent half his life killing somebody's brothers, fathers, sons.
I think you were just looking for justice, sir.
Is that what I was looking for, Dwight? Is that what it was? Justice?
What are you afraid of?
Ой. А, вот куда мне надо бежать еще. Ой. Ай-яй-яй. Ай-яй-яй. Ой. Ой-ой. Это меня и спасло. А этот гад убегает. Этот гад убегает.
Isn't that why you were hunting the James gang?
The James gang. Right. I finally found Frank holed up in his mountain cabin, and he was determined to have me dead. It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Вот тварь, а. Какой хитрожопый, а. Убивает меня, ловкий какой парень.
It was a pitched battle that could have gone either way. Luckily, I had some dynamite in my possession.
Dynamite. On your person.
A few sticks, just in case. It's always good to be prepared.
Right.
I'm just laying out the facts as I remember them, Jack.
Вот ты какой крутой, а. Лови. Ты смотри. С первого раза попал.
And that son of a bitch! This is gonna hurt! Get out here and face me! I'm gonna scalp your ass! Come out from behind there! Take him out! He's just one man!
Давай, беги сюда.
Come on, he's only one man! Gonna make you bleed! Come here! I see you! We got us a break Put him down! I want that bastard dead! Death is coming for you. It's time to end this. Hell, Reed! Now you're dead. I'm gonna blow your damn head off. Goddamn bullet magnets! Lily liver bastard!
Лови. 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 Молодец.
That old shack? Well, it went tumbling right off that cliff.
With Frank James still in it?
Yes, sir.
But Frank James is still alive, living in Missouri, showing folks around the family farm for 25 cents a tour.
I didn't say he died in the fall, now did I?
Ха-ха. Вот он, выскакивает
I'm
с
done
обрыва.
with this damnable outlaw life. Kill me, don't kill me, do what you will. At this point, I just don't give a shit.
I explained to Frank that I had nothing against him personally and that I was looking for someone else.
You want Reed? Have at him. I never did like that bastard. I am done here.
We parted in peace as Frank pointed out the path to my prey before making his way back down the hill.
Что ж, разошлись полюбовно. Столько борьбы было, это офигеть. Точнее, бойни. Только из-за чего? Значит, теперь ищем Джима Рида. Где этот сукин сын?
So what happened with Reed?
Well, I finally found the last of the gang hiding in a nearby cave. First, I had to dispatch the lookouts. I was determined not to let that murderer escape my revenge again.
Не попал. Захедшатили. Или нет?
I'm gonna shoot you dead.
Да ладно. Кто там такой сказал?
You ain't beating me, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you know.
But rather than wander in willy-nilly, I decided it would be better to smoke
Yeah,
that
it was
son
a
of a bitch
stall.
out. Hey, Reed! I shouted. No wonder you're so ornery. Can't be easy being married to Belle Starr. While you're off providing for the family, she's spreading her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Cole Younger. Not an attractive woman exactly, but very friendly. At least she was to me.
Son of a bitch!
Son of the bitch.
It was then that the last bunch of bandits jumped out of hiding.
Why won't this asshole give up? Would someone please kill him?
Как много крутых пацанов. Я сказал сосать.
Eventually, it was just me and Reed.
Дуэль. Сейчас будет дуэль.
I had waited a long time to face him down, so I
Вот
could
он,
repay
дуэль.
him for what he did to my brothers.
Тихо, тихо, тихо. Сфокусироваться. Сфокусироваться. Ох ты тварь, а! Какой он хитрый, а? С первого раза пальнул. Давай. Сюда иди, сюда иди. Ща я тебя убивать буду. Твою мать, куда мне надо было это увильнуть, а? Ай-яй-яй. Ну давай. Иди сюда, родной. Помучимся, но все равно тебя достанем. Ну куда ты, ёб твою мать? Ай, ёб. Вот куда уклоняться-то? Твою мать, ну куда? Блять, сука. Получай.
And repay him I did.
Уловил момент и убил его. Отлично. И достижение праведник мы получили. Правильно я все-таки сделал. Правильно и все. Поймал момент и убил его. Ха-ха.
Well, I don't know about you boys, but I'm pretty beat.
Well, it's too damn bad you never found that Bob character. Seems a shame he never had to pay.
Well, funny thing about that, I did have one more chance at him.
Дикий банч. Как это правильно переводится, не знаю.
6 months ago, I heard that Butch and Sundance were back in the States and had gathered up some of their old gang. I tracked them down, hoping that Roscoe Bob Bryant had returned with them.
So you're saying they didn't die down in Bolivia?
That's what I'm saying.
Butch Cassidy Sundance Kid. Вот он что. Дикий Буч. Хороший, плохой, мертвый миссия. Ну что ж, поехали. О.
40 years I had waited to get my hands on the last of my brother's killers. Not even an army of demons could have stopped me now.
У нас гравированный рейнджер. Супер. То есть пистолеты сами меняются. Время от времени. О, найти Буча Кесиди Санденса Кида. О! Ух ты!
Both Johnny Ringo and Jim Reed fell fairly quickly. But the last one, Roscoe Bob Bryant, that son of a bitch had managed to escape my vengeance time and time again. I couldn't even be certain I'd recognize him after all those years. By now, he had to be close to 70.
But for all you know, he could have been dead.
That thought had indeed crossed my mind, as did others. For instance, did my thirst for vengeance turn me into something worse than the man I was after? By this point in my storied career, I had killed more men than Bob Bryant ever had.
Хорошо, с тем
I
пацаном
was furious
разобрался.
as hell at that bastard for making me who I
О,
am.
шестизарядник.
A man with no family,
Родной
no
шестизарядник.
friends, no purpose except shooting Bob Bryant dead.
Ну, с этими пистолетами подходим или как? Или шестизарядник возьмем? Ну, походим с этими пистолетами. Они тоже хорошие. Так, мы идем правильно? Нет, неправильно. Теперь правильно идем. Так, какой-то город-призрак прямо. Ни черта нету. Все пустует. Ой.
Nothing could stop me from taking his life. I'd been after that killer forever. From the
Вот
time I
засада,
rode
а?
with Billy the Kid. But that chapter of my story you already know.
Chapter of that fairy tale, you mean?
Suddenly it was 1910. There I was, an old man roaming a ghost town dead almost 2 decades.
Дуайт Эйзенхауэр. А, это президент Дуайт Эйзенхауэр. Надо же. Фотка самого Эйзенхауэра. Охренеть не встать. Ну, можно спускаться и идти дальше. Так, куда идти дальше, да? Я правильно понял? Сюда идти, да?
Town was falling apart, just like me.
Эдакий был хороший нежданчик. И куда нам? Нам сюда, да? В эту хижину, хату.
But I wasn't about to call it quits.
Еще один нежданчик. Хорошая была засада. Так, самородки истины. Кого еще не раскрыли? А, гражданская война в Америке. И шоу Дикого Запада.
Even though the ghosts of my dead brothers were begging me to end what I started so long ago.
Mr. Graves, are you all right? Would you like some water?
The Wild Bunch knew I was there. They were after a treasure they had hidden before they fled, buried in the grave of a dead amigo. Some folks think the town is haunted, so they figured there wouldn't be many people poking around. I intended to fill that grave with Bob Bryant's corpse. But like I said, the bandits knew I was onto them. They lured me in and hit me with everything they had.
Sentence Kid. Так, получаем новый уровень. Так, что у нас здесь? Хладнокровный, больше концентрации в индикаторе. Берем.
But you obviously prevailed since you're sitting here telling us today.
Actually, in that moment, I did not prevail.
So I suppose we're talking to a ghost.
Funny you should put it like that, Jack. Because when I woke up...
Что это было?
From the dead?
There was silence all around me. I could swear to God I saw Billy then.
Billy who?
Billy, the kid. William Bonney. He was shooting at me from a rooftop.
А, лучше был Билли Кит, оказывается. Охренеть.
Here, there, even over there.
Ой.
So I am right. You are
Я Билли
ditched
Кида
in the
убил.
head.
Mr. Graves, perhaps we should switch you to coffee?
You see the old Indian again, too?
No, but I did see Billy's killer. Patrick Floyd Garrett. He came at me guns a-blazing. But I knew that old war horse had died 2 years before. I wondered if maybe I was dead too and confronting the ghosts of my past. Perhaps all my sins were coming back to haunt me and drag me down to perdition.
Билли Кит снова.
I saw Henry Plummer throw dynamite at me.
Уклоняемся. Ой, убили. Убили. Да призраки были, офигеть.
In the gates of the cemetery, I saw John Wesley Hardin, just like I remember.
Ой. Блин, опять под пулю попал. Твою мать. Уклоняемся.
Robert Ollinger appeared with his terrible double-barrel
Держать, ёб твою
shotgun.
мать, убили. Убили. Наклоняемся. Охренеть. Город призраков. И тут Билли Кит призрак. И все те, кого я убил, да? Получается.
But no ghost army was stopping me.
My father-in-law got hit with a fallen branch. He spent the rest of his life talking to dogs.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious. Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Убили тваря. Офигеть, это призраки.
Newman Hayes Clanton, William Brocious, John Peters Ringo, they all wanted me dead.
Быстрее спасаться. Эй! Эй! Уклоняемся. Целимся и стреляем. Сбегаем.
The Dalton brothers, Robert and Grattan, guardians of the Garden of the Dead.
Ой.
Curry and Harvey Logan, alias Kid Curry, both thirsty for vengeance from the great beyond. Jesse, Woodson, James, and Jim Reed. Each one deader than the next. I thought I would go crazy.
Thought? Oh!
Эй! Эй!
Finally, I saw Harry Alonzo Longabaugh.
The Sundance Kid?
Like a general leading his legion of the dead.
You told us before that you'd seen him alive.
He was
Oi.
alive.
Бегом! Ой! Блять! Сука! Сука! Бегом перезаряжайся, сука, он по не стреляет. Нахуй. Бегом оттуда. Бегом нахуй. Ёб твою мать. Бегом нахуй! Сука, сейчас убьет меня! Нет! Ну, блядь! Ой, блядь!
Then I heard a voice call to me from afar. It was Robert Leroy Parker,
Вот так
a.k.a.
тебе.
Butch Cassidy, coming at me from out of the fog.
Я убил
Thanks for
Санденса
taking
Кида.
care of that bastard.
Одну мразь я убил. Кто следующий? Опа. Бutch Cassidy. Санденс Кид. Сайлас Грипс. Хороший, плохой и мертвый. Дуэль против двоих, что ли?
But the kid wasn't
ё-моё.
quite deceased. Not yet.
Takes more than one little bullet to kill the likes of me, partner.
Those two looked like they hadn't seen each other for quite a while. Clearly, they were no longer amigos.
Shit. I was hoping I wouldn't have to kill you.
You won't have to, Butch. I'm killing you first.
I asked them about Bob Bryant, but they were too busy with their own heated conversation.
let me get this shit straight. You want my money and the love of my life?
You frittered it all away, Butch. Eda's mine. So is that damn money.
I didn't want to shoot anybody until I had an answer to my question. But those boys didn't give me much of a choice.
Опять дуэль против двоих, охереть. Так. В мексиканской дуэли используйте LB и RB. Ага. Для переключения фокуса на противника, который смотрит на вас. Блядь, ты ёб твою мать. Ой, блядь. Вот это дуэли, я их ненавижу нахуй. Ну, смотрит на меня бочки, если по-моему.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid died there in that cemetery not 6 months ago.
Охренеть. Ну что ж, продолжаем дальше. Мы убили Бутча Кэссиди и Санденса Кида. Охренеть. Не с первого раза. О, и эпилог. Финал нашей истории получается, ребят. Финал нашей истории. Быстро я дошел до финала.
Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid were killed by the Bolivian army. Everybody knows that.
That's the legend, but it ain't the truth.
So, you never found Bob? There is no Bob. This old sumbitch ain't even Silas Greaves.
Sir, is that true? Have you been pulling our legs this whole time?
Well, not the whole time.
Oh man, I think you've won welcome here.
Maybe you're right, Jack. Maybe it's time to pay. You see, Ben, or should I say Bob, your past always catches up with you.
Так мы нашли Боба, оказывается, это время был рядом.
Crazy, drinking. I've changed my ways. I swear to you, if I could turn back, God.
But you can't, Bob.
Так, прощение или месть? Ну, давайте, наверное, простим.
Why'd you toy with me like that? Telling those tales, knowing all along. Why not just lay your cards on the table?
Wanted to suss you out, Bob. See what kind of man you turned out to be. Maybe prod you into drawing on me. See, all those years on your trail turned me into a killer. Can't even remember who I was before you tried to murder me. You, on the other hand, walked that very same path in exactly the opposite direction.
What do you mean by that?
You think your life is worth sparing, Bob? Boy, what's your name again?
It's Eisenhower, sir. Dwight Eisenhower.
What do you plan to do with your life, Dwight Eisenhower?
Tomorrow I'll be leaving for West Point, sir.
So, you want to be a
Надо
soldier?
же, сам президент США
Well,
Дуайт
you're right,
Эйзенхауэр сидел за одним
Don't
столом
tear
с
down the
Сайлосом.
world
Офигеть.
out of anger and spite like I did.
Вон, ну чё.
You build it up. You do something decent with your life. You hear me?
Sir? Yes, sir.
Сам Дуайт Эйзенхауэр тут был. Охереть,
I
ребята,
won't have
охереть.
it said I left you with nothing, Bob.
Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, это было хорошее и увлекательное прохождение игры Call of Juarez Gunslinger. Всем до новых встреч. Не забывайте подписываться на канал, ставить лайки. Всем до новых встреч, пока.